Is it worth working or living in London? In this episode, we are going to talk about the pros and the cons of living in London. Hello everyone, my name is ka-Freddy, your teacher at your service, and welcome back for another episode here at Journey with Freddy. If you are new to my channel, I'm a Filipino teacher in London providing you with information about teaching in the UK, life in the UK, and of course, my journey in the UK. So please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me on my everyday journey. I have lived in London for almost 15 years and most of my subscribers have asked why I choose London as my second home. I love the city, but of course, some cons go with the pros why I live in London, and that's what we're going to talk about. So whether you choose to move to London or visit the city, this video is for you. I will give you my top 10 pros and cons in living in London. And do you know what you should have in your bag all year round? Let's get started.
Education system. This is not only in London, but in the UK. The UK government provides free education from 3 to 18 years old in state schools. All 3 to 4 years old in England are entitled to free early education, which means free places in the nursery. Also, government-funded schools in England provide infant free school meals for reception class, Year 1 and Year 2. Healthcare system. NHS or National Health Service is free. British people enjoy the benefit of free health care. Of course, if you are on your skilled worker visa, you are also covered under NHS for as long as you pay your taxes and national insurance. You may visit your local GP or A&E for urgent treatment. There's also free dental treatment in England if you are under 18, have had a baby in the last 12 months, or receiving low-income benefits. Great job opportunities. Many known multinational companies base their headquarters in London, and so it is a great place for thousands of people for career progression in finance, hospitality, health and social care, education, and technology. Many recruitment agencies can help you find a job too. You may search for job vacancies by searching for some advertisements online or in the newspapers. Cultural heritage and museums. There are so many choices to choose from, and most of them are free. You have the British Museum, Natural History Museum, Science Museum, National Art Gallery, Tate Modern, and much more. If you want a sightseeing tour, just walk along the River Thames pathways from South Bank. You may see the London Eye, Big Ben or the Queen Elizabeth Tower, Tower Bridge, and much more. And of course, don't forget the London West End, which is the home of theatres and musical plays such as Les Miserables, Lion King, Phantom of the Opera, and a lot more. Excellent public transportation system and international travel hub. London almost has 6 different airports, including the most famous London Heathrow Airport, which makes it easy if you plan for your holiday abroad or business trips. You may also consider traveling to neighboring countries by ship, road, and railway. In terms of public transport, London has lots to offer. You have the most famous double-decker red buses, London Tube or Underground, and the DLR or the Dock Light Rail, and the London Overground. You may also consider exploring river buses via River Thames or renting a bike and enjoying the scenery. Cost of living. London is one of the most expensive cities in the world, including renting a flat, especially if you want to live in central London. Food is also expensive. A meal deal in a high street local shop is between £3.50 to £5, and dining out in a restaurant could cost you an average of £15. London Underground train tickets on peak hours from 6:30 to 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. will cost you £3.40 for a single journey from Zone 1 to Zone 2. And if it's off-peak, it would cost you £2.80. The city is busy and noisy. London is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, with so many impressive tourist attractions and captivating things to do. That is why the city is overcrowded like Regent Street, Oxford Circus, Soho, Westminster, and much more. Also, the city gets busier if events like Wimbledon tennis, the football club in Wembley, football clubs, stadiums, and even monarchs' activities such as the King's coronation. If you want to get somewhere in the heart of London in a hurry, be aware that you'll probably be behind some very slow-moving tourists that will stop at every landmark, telephone box, and vaguely historic spot, which in London could be anywhere. And the worst is during school break. That is why you should give yourself way more time than you need when using public transport or even going anywhere, especially in central London. Transportation in London. Again, it is on my pros list. However, you will experience train cancellations, delays, and overcrowded train carriages and stations. If you cannot avoid rush hour, tube lines such as the Northern Line, Central, and Jubilee lines are the busiest lines and expect overcrowded trains at this time. You may experience severe delays and network problems during your commute, which can be frustrating as you might find yourself rerouting to get home. Well, if you find public transport in London frustrating, so as driving in London can be challenging. If you want to drive in the city centre, you have to pay a daily congestion charge which is £15. And if your vehicle does not meet the ultra-low emission zone or ULIS standards, you may also pay the ULIS charge which is £12.50. NHS Healthcare System waiting time. I know it is part of my pros and it's the country's greatest asset. However, the demand is too high, so expect a longer waiting time. There has been a shortage of NHS staff and the NHS has struggled to keep up the demand since the pandemic. Getting an appointment with your local GP will take a week if you are lucky. If you need urgent treatment and you consider going to A&E, usually the waiting time is up to an hour, depending on your case. Of course, private healthcare in the UK is expensive, and you may consider investing in a comprehensive insurance policy. Safety is an issue. Although there are a lot of CCTVs within the city, I think this is still a problem living in London. Safety and security. Crime is a problem in London and is probably not going away anytime soon. Some boroughs are safer than others. And like in any places, it depends on where you live and where you spend most of your time. If you own a bike, make sure you have padlock, not only one, but maybe two, to ensure it's secure. Having your bike stolen is a real risk in London, just like what happened with my bike. Make sure you are sensible and not walking alone at night, avoiding certain areas, keeping your belongings on your person, and investing in multiple locks for your apartment or room.
And one thing, mga ka-Fredsters, that you need to have or you need to take in with you all year round is umbrella. Kasi mga ka-Fredsters, you don't know the British weather. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's windy, so it's unpredictable. So you make sure that you have an umbrella with you all the time if you are going to visit or traveling, or you're going to visit London. Well, in my opinion, mga ka-Fredsters, if you want to move to London or work or live here in London, you know, there are good things and bad things living and working here in London. But for me, mga ka-Fredsters, I enjoyed. That's why I stayed here. I hope, mga ka-Fredsters, you enjoy this episode, the pros and the cons of living here in the United Kingdom or living in London. So I hope, mga ka-Fredsters, you enjoyed this episode. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more journeys with your teacher, ka-Freddy, at your service. 4 minutes. Why are they looking at me?